Okay, we're going to try this today, and we're going to be taking our normal E form and changing this into a C size. So what we're going to do is come over here and go to Open, and we are going to open up our E form. And with the E form, we're going to tell it Open. There is our normal E form that we have. We'll be in the Home tab, and instead of us redrawing the whole entire drawing again and having to add to layers and things, we're going to just take this and convert this to a C size. The easiest way to do it is, let's go ahead and immediately come up and go to Save As. We'll click the Save As, and now we will go ahead and change this to our C form. Or let's go ahead and change that to C size. That'd be better. And we're going to save it. You're going to be saving to your server. I'm saving to where I need to. Okay. Now we have our drawing. Let's go ahead and start by deleting all of our division tabs. We needed this for our first drawing. We don't need that. We can select all of these and we can hit the erase. We can select all of these or hit our delete key. Either or will work just as fine. Now, we need to change our paper size. And notice if I go and I hover over that yellow paper, you see it all lights up as one because we put that in as a rectangle when we started. So if we were to do an offset on that, it would actually go further out. So we need to take and make these individual pieces. So let's come up to our explode. Our explode command is right here. We're going to hit explode, and we're going to pick our yellow line, which is our paper, and pick it and right click. Now notice each of the yellow lines are now individual pieces. We are going to come up to our offset, which we're going to choose, and now we're going to go ahead and on this we have our B size, which is 11 by 17, and now we want ours to be 17 by 22. So I'm going to type in 17 and hit enter and choose my bottom paper and pick above. So now our paper is going to be from here all the way up to here, which is great. We're going to right click, enter, right click, repeat offset. Now we're going to take from here and offset over. This one is going to be 22, so I'm typing in 22. I'm going to choose the paper and bring it over and right click and enter. These yellow lines are new areas outside. The easiest way to move or change things, very simply, is we are going to go ahead and we are going to move. So we're coming up to our move command. We are going to select our paper. See this paper here? Actually, we're going to check our format. We're checking this piece of the format. We're going to right click. Now we're choosing our paper end right here. That was our original end. This one up here is our new end. So we've now moved that edge up. We're going to right click, repeat move. Now we need to move all of this writing, all of these little lines in here, and all of our text this way. The easiest way so we know what we're getting is if we come in here and we just pick here, you pick your release, and you're going to make a window. And with your window, you're going to come up and you're going to choose all the way. So you see I've got that white line. That's our format line. This line here needs to be chosen. And that means we've got all of our text. See everything that's highlighted? We're going to pick right here. And now we've selected all that. If you didn't get it all at one time, go back and individually pick it. That's not a problem. When we're done, we're going to right click. Now take the end of our paper here and go to the end of our new paper here. Kind of looks kind of crazy, but it works right now. So our next thing we're going to do is we're going to erase what we don't need. We're going to pick our erase command, and we're going to select the yellow line, which is our paper, and this one. And notice you've got a couple of dots, and window those away. Those dots represented the actual division lines of the prior format. So now we have to clean this little bit of a mess we have going on. I'm going to come up to the fillet command, and I pick fillet. Now notice, down at the bottom, you see it says fillet radius 0. That's exactly what we want. When it says 0, we have a 90-degree turn. Now, see these extra options we have? I'm going to click on the word multiple, or I could actually type the letter M and hit enter. I can then come to pick paper line, paper line, paper line, paper line, paper line, paper line. Do you see how it extends and trims at the same time? I'm going to do the same thing with format to format, format to format. And you notice how it gives you the preview before you actually pick it, so you know what you're actually getting. So I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to pick this bottom line of our format to this line here. At that point, that's all I can do at this time. Now, notice all these lines. I need to get these all the way over here. I'm going to come up here to our trim command and hold down the flyout and go to extend. With that being the extend, I'm going to go ahead and choose this bottom format line here. I choose that, and that's what I'm picking. I would never hit enter on this one because I would be clicking over and over and over again to get all the way over here. By choosing this, it cuts out all these middlemen. So once I pick it, I right click. Now it's saying, hey, do you want to move over there? I'm going to simply pick here and make a very small window and pick those lines I want to extend. I do that. I right click and enter. Now, since we moved the period, the one, the drawing, and the number, the drawing and the graded by, and these lines, we don't have to change anything. But if you notice, and let's look at the center area. If I was to choose where it says date, you see my end of where my text is going to be here. This is showing it's centered. I'm going to take this box here and move it over to where it needs to start. But you notice what happened? It actually like moved it. So I'm going to grab that arrow and say, come back over to here and go to the red construction line. Now I know that text is always going to be right justified, and I can hit escape. The date is really not or the scale I should say, is really not an issue. It goes to there. I could just grab this if I choose and bring this over to this, and I'm set. I didn't have to do that. Our date or our scale is never going to go further over. Our geometric construction, this is our title. This needs to be centered. This is a problem. If I pick this, our starting point is here, but our ending point is here because we moved our format. I'm going to click this arrow and I'm going to drag it over to the end here. That's all I need to do. I hit escape. Our title block is completely set and ready to go. I'm going to zoom it out, and at this point I'm going to do my save again and hit save, and we are completely set and ready to go. That should be our C-size drawing, and we should be set. All right, that's another part done.